Did you know that for the bug sequence in this movie, Kate Capshaw really was covered in over 2,000 insects, but she took a sedative before filming so she could make it through her initial fears. When it comes to this movie, there's things I like about it and there's things I don't like about it, and there's a lot of things that this movie has going for it. I like the introduction of the new characters in this movie. We got Short Round and we got Willie, and they're both amazing characters to have in this movie. Willie gives us so much comedic relief throughout. Short Round is just a cute kid, but he's very brave and very resourceful. And I also like the fact that we're going to a completely different part of the world, India, instead of Egypt or Europe. So I like the change in location there. Also, the bad guys in this movie are not Nazis. We got to see into an ancient cult, and we also got to see into a new religion, Hinduism. This movie definitely had a lot more comedy than the first one, mainly the comedy coming from Kate Capshaw's character, Willie. She is just so high-strung and so just over the top with everything, but it was just the perfect comedic release we needed. As dark as this movie is, having her just like being really funny and just being a klutz, and to have that kind of happen throughout the movie distracts you from the fact that this movie is the darkest Indiana Jones movie by far. There are some really awesome action sequences in this movie. I liked the chase through the tunnel scene is really cool. At the end when the bridge is broken and they're climbing up the bridge and all this crazy action is happening and there's crocodiles below them. You know, you're on the edge of your seat. So once again, Spielberg delivers on awesome action sequences like he always does. When I watch this movie, it honestly doesn't feel like an Indiana Jones movie. And what I mean by that is, the first Indiana Jones movie had some dark moments for sure, but this movie, like, I think it goes too far in terms of how dark this movie is. But I feel that as iconic and metal as the heart-ripping scene is, that's kind of the scene that, like, when I first saw that, I didn't know what to think about it. But then you have child labor, you have voodoo dolls, you have all these dark, evil sacrifices, the black sleep, the sleep you can never wake from, like, there's so many different aspects in this movie, and it's all point to really dark, evil stuff. And I get to a degree that Spielberg didn't want this movie to feel like the first movie. He definitely accomplished making it a very good standalone sequel that had like nothing to do with the first one, but I just think he went a little too overboard with all the darkness and the evil in this movie, and I just don't engage with that as much as I do with all the other ones. Even Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I'm more engaged in that than I am with Temple of Doom. I just wish this movie didn't take me out so much, but it's still an awesome adventure movie. I'll never get tired of watching Indiana Jones movies. He's gonna always have variety in his adventures, and this movie definitely showcases how crazy his adventures can get. So for Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 Mudflaps. And as always, leave me a thumbs up and drop in the comments below, what was your favorite scene from the Temple of Doom? See you next time.